Here we are in section 5-2, exercises 27 through 30. Number 27. So we're doing word problems again. We're going to dupe them into a math equation and then solve them. So find the missing variable. It's already given us the variable. Check. The plan here, we need to rectangle. We could do A equals L times W, or we have the P equals 2L plus 2W. And can you see we have the P, so that's what we're going to use. So we're going to stick 39 right there equals 2L. We don't know L, so we're going to leave it as an L for a while, and plus 2 times 39. Nope, 2 times, oops, I just put in the P. 2 times 7.2. All right, 2 times 7.2, that's going to be 14.4. It's doubled there, so 39 equals 2L plus 14.4. And notice we just simplified as much as we could. Now we're going to add, subtract, get rid of this one. So minus 14.4. Oh, we should put a smiley face right there. Look at that. We have an equation. We know how to solve it. See, once you get to this point, you have duped it. You're now in math land. Minus 14.4. So we get 2L equals, let me see, 39 minus 14.4. Put a 0 there. Borrow 10 minus 4 is 6, 8 minus 4 is 4, 3 minus 1 is 2, 24.6 is 2L, and then to get the L by itself, we divide by 2, and L is going to equal, let me see, 24.6 divided by 2. 2 goes into 2 once. That's even. 4 comes down. We got a 2. That's a 4. Subtract. That goes in evenly. And a 6 comes down. Oh, yeah, 12.3. So 12.3 is going to be feet, inches. It's feet. The length is 12.3 feet. And if you take the 12.3 and 12.3 and a 7.2 and a 7.2, it'll add up to 39. Good. Number 28, find a missing variable for a cylinder. Now the cylinder has an LSA formula, which is 2 pi RH. These are in the book. Then you have an SA formula, which is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R squared. And then you have the volume formula, which is pi R squared H. So notice we're going to be using this formula right here because they give us the SA. So let's write what we have. The 800 goes in for the SA. So we have 800 equals 2 times pi times R, which is a 9, times the H, plus 2 times pi times 9 to the second power. So let's write it over here. 800 equals 2 times pi times 9. That's 18 times pi times H, plus 2 times pi times 9 squared. 9 times 9 is 81, times 2 is 162 pi. Now, you could right now, it says we can use a calculator. I'm going to do as much as I can without the calculator and then punch it in at the end. Notice we're trying to get H by itself. So we simplified. Now notice we add or subtract, and we're like, oh, I can subtract 162 pi from both sides. And you may think in your brain, wait, can I do that? Can I just subtract 162 pi? And the answer is absolutely. You can add, subtract, multiply, or divide anything as long as it is, so 800 minus 162 pi. Now, if you were using a calculator, 800 minus 162 pi, it's like 291.06. So just keep that in mind, 18 pi right there. And then H. If we want to then get H down by itself, divide by whatever's out there. You may turn that into, I don't know, 50, what would it be? 55 something, 55 point something. Divide by 18 pi. All right. So then notice that all goes away. We just divided it off. So H is going to equal, let's go ahead and divide this on the calculator, and we get 5.14 0.71 dot 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 dot. So if I don't know, I could round. So you could say 5.1 as the answer. 5.15 is the answer. I think I'll leave it right there. 5.15. We're in inches because it's the height. If we were doing the area, notice it's in inches squared, and a volume would be in inches cubed. All right, number 29. If a cone, now the cone, looking in the book, we have a couple of formulas. There's a cone. Here's the L, that's the H, and that's the R down here. Let me see. We have a lateral surface area formula. That's pi times r times that slant height up there. We have a surface area formula that takes that pi r L and then adds to it the pi r squared on the bottom. And then we have a volume, which is 1/3 pi r squared h. Notice it's exactly 1/3 of the cylinder formula that we used up there. Okay, we are using the lateral surface area formula because that's 250. So 250 is LSA, and radius is 8. And what is the slant height? And for this one, they've already picked that it's going to be that L in there. That's why they use slant height. So we get 250 equals, and then it's pi times 9 times that slant height. Oh, hey, look at that. We now have an equation. Happy Mathland. Can we solve it? We're trying to get L by itself. There's not really any simplifying to do. There's not even addition and subtraction. This is just one thing. We divide by the 9 and the pi, divide by that 9 and the pi, and notice pi's gone, 9's gone, and we get L equals. So 250 divided by the 9 pi. Now you may have to put those in parentheses to make sure that you plug it in the calculator right, and you should get 8.84194. That's what I got on mine, and it keeps going dot 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 dot. So let's round at the nearest hundredth, and that one rounds down. So 8.84. Let me see, inches squared, inches. So we are in inches. So the slant height is right there. Good. Okay, and number 30. We're with cylinder here. Cylinder, so we've got these three up here. As a volume, look, we're going to be using that formula right there. Let's go ahead and write that out. Volume equals pi r squared h. So we've got a volume, that's V right there. A radius of 6 centimeters, so that's R. And how tall is it? So that's the H, that's the question mark right there. So volume 538 equals pi times 6 to the second power times h. Okay, let's simplify as much as we can. That's 36 times pi. So 538, let's write it out here. 538 equals 36 pi, or pi times 36 times h. Yeah, look, that's all the simplifying we need. There's no addition, subtraction. Again, this is one step. If we're trying to get h by itself and it's being times by this number, then divide by that number. It doesn't even matter what it is. You could stick it in your calculator and you'd get, I don't know, what is 36 pi? Get 113.093973. Okay, so that's what that number is. So when we divide it off, we get h equals 538 divided by that number gives us 4.7569, 4.7569, blah, 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 6/4/1. Keeps going. If we're going to round to the, I don't know, nearest hundredths, always kind of feels good to me, but if you wanted to round to 4.8, that'd be okay, or 4.76 or 4.757, that'd be all right. I'm going to leave it at 4.76, round to the nearest hundredth, and we are in centimeters. See, volume is three-dimensional. Area always has a 2 on it, inches squared, and these heights, which is what we have here, is just in, oh, not inches. I was just saying, got confused in my previous problem. Centimeters right there, 4.76 centimeters. Great.